Hello, I'm Steve Shaw, National Coordinator of Football Officials and Secretary of Rules Editor for the NCAA. And today we're presenting our fourth preseason training video for 2024, and we're going to be focused on unsportsmanlike conduct. Now, we all know having great judgment and knowing when to get our marker out for unsportsmanlike acts, well, is crucial to help maintain our game flow and decorum across all of our contests. And overall, we've gotten great feedback from the Rules Committee on our judgment on celebration fouls. We're not being overly technical, but when players cross the line, we're getting the marker out. But we must continue to penalize any taunting action. There's no latitude in taunting, and it really has no place in our game. So let's continue to work to be excellent in recognizing unsportsmanlike acts. It represents about 5% of the fouls in our game, but they're crucial calls to help keep our game intact. So with that, let's look at some unsportsmanlike conduct fouls from our previous bowl season. Our first play, the quarterback's going to drop back, and then he throws deep down the boundary to number one of the offense. And the ruling on the field is going to be a catch by our side judge. And as we go back and take a look at the replay, we see that the receiver gains firm control of the ball, really gets both feet down, and the side judge stays with the play to ensure number one maintains firm control as he goes to the ground. So this is good crew work as the back judge is going to come over and continue to work the dead ball period. And we see that number one, he goes right after the cornerback. He taunts him and then really headbutts him. So it's an excellent call for unsportsmanlike conduct by the back judge. And this is good work by the crew to finish the play, and we get a counter on number one of the offense. And these are the type plays that can build up on us if we're not officiating them properly. Good job by the crew here. Play two, we see the quarterback. He drops back. He's hit by blitzer 0. The ball comes out, and number 5 of the defense scoops it up, and he's going to head down the sideline uncontested for a score. Now, as he approaches the goal line, we see that he slows down, and he's going to flip from the field of play into the end zone. Now, we know that this is a foul for taunting, and the only question is it live ball or dead ball? We know that if this is a live ball foul, it negates the score, and we penalize 15 yards from where the runner begins his flip, which is right at the 1-yard line. Now, if in question as to the location of where the runner began his diving action, we make this a dead ball foul if we're unsure. The penalty then is administered on the try or succeeding kickoff. But if we know where the player started the diving action, and if it's in the field of play, this should be a live ball foul. Play 3, we get a kickoff, and we see that the ball is muffed in the field of play by the receiver. He's going to recover it right at about the 5-yard line, turns upfield, and as the play is ending, we see number 11 of the kicking team. He begins to jump up and down, pointing and taunting the receiving team. Now, the referee, headline judge, and center judge, they all get flags down for unsportsmanlike conduct on number 11. Now, it's so important on all kick plays and any change of possession plays that we're very intentional on who committed the foul and which direction we're going to mark off the penalty. We talk it through as a crew, but we're going to enforce the penalty on the receiving team. Now, we see the receiving team coach, he's going to question it. He comes out and even states we don't have a number 11. And finally, the crew gets it all sorted out, and then we turn around, and then we're going to enforce the penalty in the proper direction. But we don't look good at this point. Now, let's concentrate and communicate well, especially when we have multiple flags down on kick or change of possession type plays. That's so important. Play 4, we get a pass. It's a little high down the middle, and we see number 23 of the defense is going to intercept it, and he returns to the boundary and is out of bounds. Now, we see that there's some extracurricular activity, and the crew begins to react promptly. But as we go back and take a look at the all-22 camera and focus on number 1 of the defense, he is immediately in chase mode right after the interception. And well after the play is over, he continues and he pushes receiver number 17 multiple times and then falls on him. And this draws a flag from our referee. Now, it's an excellent call for unsportsmanlike conduct, and we get a good announcement from our referee.
after the play was over. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 1 on Texas State. That's his second unsportsmanlike conduct. He's ejected from the game.
Now, we know if a player gets his second unsportsmanlike conduct foul in a game, he is ejected. But, crew on the field, let's make sure when we have multiple unsportsmanlike conduct fouls, we know the specific player. And we see here, right after the announcement, replay begins to go back to the previous unsportsmanlike conduct foul on number 1. And as they find it, they see that the call is on number 1 of the offense from Texas State. And they know that there are 2 number 1s, so they're going to alert the crew on the field and let them know that these were on different players. Ultimately, the crew on the field corrects this. Both number 1s have a counter but can stay in the game. So this is a good job replay helping out on the field. But on the field, let's make sure we're aware of which player we call for unsportsmanlike conduct. Play 5 from our postseason, we see the quarterback, he's going to drop back to pass. He throws over the middle, and linebacker 0 is going to step in front, intercepts the ball, and it's going to be a pick 6. Now, the celebration initially is fine, but at the end, the defense, they begin to turn around. They head to the back of the end zone. Defenders begin to gather for a choreographed picture, and as we look at the action closer, there are players that have come out onto the field from the bench in this pose grouping. As we can see, more than 11 are in the frame. And as we pan back, we see that this group is actually holding up the try. So this type of prolonged action with players coming from the team area to join in on the hijinks, this is worthy of an unsportsmanlike conduct foul. Play 6, we get a simple handoff up the middle, and it results in a very short game. But there's continued action in the dead ball period, and the center judge gets a marker down, and he does a good job of being a presence with the umpire, and he gets all the action shut down. Now, the officials get together, they talk it through, and we're going to go with a face mask foul on number 2 of the defense. But as we go back and take a look at the action, number 82 of the offense, he continues to block and drive number 2 with his hands on number 2's helmet during the dead ball period. And then number 2 reacts, pulls 82's helmet off, and he seems to take a swipe at number 82 with the helmet. Now, this is a tough play, and the crew reacted well, but I think both number 82 and number 2 deserve an unsportsmanlike conduct foul for their actions. And we should consider ejecting number 2 with the flagrant action of trying to hit his opponent with the helmet. So it's good work by the crew to shut the play and all the action down. It's a tough play, but let's work to see all the dead ball action. Play 7, the quarterback, he takes a high snap. He's going to look downfield and then quickly decides to run. Now he's going to lower his shoulder and he makes the line to gain. And we're going to get a flag down just after the play from our referee, and we get an excellent announcement from the referee.
Into the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 1, is first of the game. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Automatic. First down.
Now, as we go back and take a look at the action, we see that number 1 of the defense, he's in the pile, and he's going to shove the face of the quarterback into the ground. And this is the type play that can ignite hostilities in the game if we don't take care of business. So this is an excellent job to observe and stay alert in the dead ball period. Well done. Our last unsportsmanlike conduct play from the postseason, we see that the offense is up big in the fourth quarter, and they're threatening again. Now, the quarterback takes the snap. He's going to throw to the corner of the end zone, and we get a great catch by number 9 of the offense. Number 9 immediately goes and gives a big spin to the ball, and then he and a couple of his teammates join in together in some sort of dance. And we're going to get a flag down for the crew for unsportsmanlike conduct. And based on this situation, I totally support the unsportsmanlike conduct foul here. It's clearly excessive in the celebration, and they are taunting their opponent. We get the flag down. We quickly break this up. This is a good job by the crew. Well, that's it for our unsportsmanlike conduct plays from the postseason. And let's all commit to staying alert for unsportsmanlike action, especially in the dead ball period. If we take care of business with unsportsmanlike conduct, our games will run much smoother and we can avoid hostilities building in chippy games. So best of luck to all as we continue to prepare for the 2024 season.